You seen it today, nigga. Damn, boy. La bamba. One of that shit happened to me though.
It is what it is. Damn, that motherfucker. He could have had it. He had made it.
How did he get?
Damn!
Room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Choose the mic.
I smell fear in that offense.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. In for the score as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Hey, Zoo.
On third down, Cousins looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Switch gears. Check 43.
And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Caught by Jones. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make some...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley taking it in. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing his Cousins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Alpha.
Again, it's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one good for 37 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Gun.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, partner, Gurley came on the scene in 2015 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. It's been all systems go from game 1.
And they talked about easing him into the lineup, and that's really what they did. But once they got him in, they couldn't get him out. They had to feed him the ball more and more, and it's because of these types of runs. He just breaks defenses down with his power and his physicality.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 13! 13!
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. Sponge, sponge.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
To throw is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. All right, now here we go. Oh. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. What is that?
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to loft one. Deep left. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 79 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got a man, it's Brown.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Forced out to his left. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brown. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Cousins on 1st down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Cousins to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Gurley. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
At the 47-yard line.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Run.
52's the night.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Flag.
Let's go, defense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep down. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Cousins now. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, 5-7.
Working out of the gun, Cousins eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35. 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, B, let's go.
21.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Complete to Jones. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4.
11.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Rolling to. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Check 1, Omaha.
Hey, they're scared. Check 13.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From midfield now on second down. Cousins escaping. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
With it is Brown. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Undercross. 49, check 49, check 49.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
57 to Mike.
Yellow. Move.
Throwing here, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Good job.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
McCrane on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Next to score, Vikings 38, Falcons 35. Matthew McClain set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
2. Just like that.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota.